Hi, my name is Byron, CEO and co-founder of Divergent. Thank you so much for taking the time today to watch this short presentation. I'm going to take the next few minutes and walk you through all the ways that we help job seekers with disabilities obtain and maintain a job. And the best part of this is that the cost for this service is completely covered by the state. But before we dive into it, I want to ask you a question. What's the number one barrier that you face in finding employment? I want you to think about that just for a second. Now, normally when we ask people this question, it falls into one of these categories. It falls into not having the social skills to be able to confidently get a role, around challenges when it comes to the interviewing process, around applying for jobs. And it's also just a stressful and tiring process to have to go through and apply. Getting a job is basically a job in itself. There's also sometimes just not jobs in the area that you're living in, or there are skills that you need to be able to be successful in a job. Here's the thing. Having a disability makes it difficult to get and maintain a job. But having long-term employment is vital in this day and age. What I want to show you here is how we at Divergent can help you in this critical area achieve your professional and personal goals. And I want to give you a little bit of context into why I'm passionate about helping those with special needs and disabilities live the best life possible. And it comes down to my brother Brandon. He's a 24-year-old autistic self-advocate with a co-occurring developmental disability. He's somebody that has hit the services cliff, that is looking to find ways to really realize his professional interest to become a teacher. And that was really the basis for Divergent. At our core, we're a mission-oriented company, and we want to make it a reality for anybody that experiences an impediment to employment find a career. We're going to help minimize and remove barriers to employment through trainings, through assessments, through coaching, through job placement that is designed to get you a job of your choice. And today, I'm going to show you how we can come alongside you and help you prepare to get your dream job and keep that job for the long term. Now, here's the thing. If you're like most people in the disability community, you've already gone through great lengths to try and find that job that you're passionate about. You've applied for jobs through online job boards. You've tried networking. You've maybe tried self-employment, or even gone through vocational rehabilitation and other agencies to get trainings that might not have matched what you were really interested in. It is difficult for someone within this community to find the right job. There are service organizations that might not have the right type of work that you're interested in, or the right type of trainings, or might be too far away to get to. There's really also not a lot of individualization to make sure that the training and the placement services you get are going to be for a job that's a fit for you as well as provides for your needs. We're in the employment space because we know that the goal for most people is to become independent, is to get a job, to live on their own. These are priorities that everyone has, and it's the same priorities regardless of disability or not. And what I want to say here is that Divergent is here to help. I want to show you how we've developed the best training, the best career exploration resources, the best job placement services, and job coaching that you need to succeed. Who we are is an organization that blends this instructor-led training, internships, and job placements at 21st century employers. We blend all this together to create a really engaging program for folks who are within the disability community. Specifically, what we are doing is that we are actually part of a system called vocational rehabilitation, which allows adults and adolescents to prepare for remote, in-person, and hybrid careers. You can think of vocational rehabilitation almost as like insurance that states give to people who have obstacles to employment. This insurance can be used for coaching, for job placement, for training, and it can also give you a lot of hands-on work and life experiences that is all customized to you. Now, when we talk about these services, we're really talking about 5 different types of services that we offer. The first is job skills training. These are going to be dedicated curriculums across career areas like IT, customer service, graphic design, or administration. And it also includes training on how to use the digital tools that can let you complete this job in an office setting or even working from home. On top of that, we also can provide soft skills training. This is about giving you the professional conduct and executive functioning training that will let you thrive within an office or remote setting. You might also see this referred to as work adjustment training or personal adjustment training. And so some of the examples of what the curriculums might cover are how to advocate for yourself in a workplace, how to decide if the career is right for you, how to be able to disclose if that's something you choose to do, disclose your disability in the workplace. If you don't know what career you're interested in, we also offer career exploration services. This is a chance for you to make a choice for yourself about the kind of career that might be of interest to you that you might not have even been aware of. We have built rubrics and research tools to give you the knowledge and the confidence to discover what career is a best fit for your interests. And then following all this, we also provide the job placement services. These are resume reviews, mock interviews, job searching, and even starting a job. This job placement is really a collaborative process that is built around what you are interested in. We might be working on cover letters, or helping you find references, or being able to actually go through different job boards and finding careers that might be of interest to you and talking through how you might apply and be successfully able to get through that interview process with them. Once you get a job, Divergent can also continue to be a resource to you through our one-on-one coaching. This coaching is known as job retention. Once you receive a job, we can provide that coaching to you remotely. The way that a coach can help is that they can help you understand the policies the workplace has. They can also identify skill areas that you can keep building, as well as to help you build great relationships with your coworkers, as well as your managers. And so all these services together are really about helping you build the skills to have a great job, to be able to then find a great job, and then be able to stay in that great job. So what you're probably wondering at this point is, how does all this work? Well, the first step is that you would get in touch with your state's vocational rehabilitation agency. And if this is a new term for you, don't worry. Our team can help you if you're not currently aware of what VR is and if you're not currently enrolled. That whole process will take 7 to 10 days to submit an application. If you're already in vocational rehabilitation, you can actually speak with your counselor and let them know that you're interested in starting with someone like Divergent. Once you enter into vocational rehabilitation, you're going to meet with somebody known as a counselor. And that person is going to schedule a meeting with you to evaluate your eligibility for receiving vocational rehabilitation benefits. They're also going to determine what are the goals that you might be interested in and work on that with you to define. Now, throughout this whole process, you are the one who has choice over which services you like, over which type of providers you want to work with, as well as what you want to have in your goals. And so this will often take between 30 and 60 days. Once that's complete, that counselor is going to make a determination whether you qualify to receive services. And if you do qualify, they're going to create what's known as an individualized plan. This is going to be based off of an assessment of your strengths, your abilities, your capabilities, and interests. And it's going to be then the basis for a plan that will be used to match you to the right providers who can provide those services. So if you have a plan that says that you're going to work on how to become strong within IT, you might have a service provider who's going to help you build up some of those job skills specific to IT, as well as some of the soft skills that helps you, be successful working with colleagues who might be from the IT space. So those hard skills and those soft skills together. Once that plan is done, you'll move forward and actually receive those services. Those services are going to be one-on-one, or they can be in a classroom setting. And it might be training, it could be job placement, it could be coaching. And the number of days that'll take will depend on the number of services you receive and what's in your plan. But the most important thing here is that it will be covered by the vocational rehabilitation benefit that you receive. If that was a lot, don't worry about it. It's a overwhelming process, and the one thing I want to share is that Divergent is here to really help guide you through this process each step of the way. I want to introduce what our vocational rehabilitation program is. Our program, known as VR, is customized to each job seeker we work with. We're providing training, we're providing evaluation, that job placement, and coaching, and we are currently live within the states of Arizona and Texas. Those vocational rehabilitation agencies in those states can actually provide and cover the services that we give to you. Those services, again, are job training, soft skills training, career exploration, job placement, and job retention. And even beyond that, we also provide social and emotional support that really are designed to help build confidence and resilience in our job seekers. If you're looking to work with somebody who might be from a diverse background, our staff actually work with populations across LGBTQIA, across minority populations, across substance abuse and formerly incarcerated individuals, and they actually have a background across a range of professional areas. The one commonality is that they are very focused on working within the disability population. So just to show you what a few case studies look like of people we've supported in the past, I want to start with the first one with Monica. She's a 20-year-old, and she currently is in her final year of extended school. She's talkative, but she has some challenges related to her dyslexia, to her autism, and she lives in a rural area. And so for someone like Monica, what she did when she joined Divergent is that she first got assigned to a job training curriculum. And she was interested in seeing if she could work within a customer service setting. That job training was about how to use some of the tools that are most common in a job training job. Following that, there's also a need to build her communication skills. And that's where our work adjustment training came in. She completed that to be able to know how to conduct herself within a professional setting. And finally, she received our job development and retention services, which were responsible for finding a placement for her and ongoing job coaching within a membership associate role at a large retailer. For someone like Jared, who might be more of a mid-career professional, he's somebody that comes in as a veteran. He uses a wheelchair, and he has what's known as an SMI, or a severe mental illness. In his case, it was PTSD and major depressive disorder. For him, it's not about working from home, it's still about working in person. And so what he's looking to do is to re-enter the workforce with digital job skills. And so what we did there is we focused on providing job training that was related to helping him gain skills in the computer software, in different productivity tools, and he used those skills to be able to apply to an internship. That internship gave him the work experience that allowed him to then enter into an operations role within another company. And he received ongoing coaching to make sure that he thrived in that role. This is something that we've been doing for the last 5 years. We've built the best online program for helping the disability and neurodiversity communities achieve self-sufficiency. These are just a few of what our customers have had to say who actually work with Divergent. Leon has been able to take on skills across corporate work etiquette, around sprint planning, and actually use that to find a career within tech. Something that's also very common is that we'll work with families and job seekers who just have not had great experiences with other service providers. So this is an example of someone who worked with a provider that wasn't really able to accommodate some of the limited verbal needs that the job seeker had. What we did is that we provided social skills and work adjustment training, and now with the success from that service, the movement is towards helping that person be able to get into a job placement. And then for some of our job seekers, really it just comes down to having somebody who's willing to work one-on-one and really just be very individualized to what the needs are for that job seeker. So we had a 25-year-old that we worked with where the trainer actually tried to understand specifically what was it about the person's ADHD and autism that make them get lost in their head. having someone who really was able to break down, the steps that were required to enter into employment, to also be able to understand how to be able to succeed in a job. Those were integral to that person being able to get placed and now be able to focus and thrive within a career setting. We've been around since 2017, and since then, we've helped over 600 people build that self-confidence, build their skills, find that ideal job, and begin to live independently through our trainings. At this point, you're probably wondering, how much does all this cost? And with everything that's being offered, it must be really expensive. Well, the best part of all this is that the cost is covered by the state. We are known as an employment service provider, and we are one of several providers within your community that are covered by a state's vocational rehabilitation agency. If you are enrolled in vocational rehabilitation, you can receive services like the ones we're offering. I want to end on this note. We are a mission-driven company. Our focus is to help individuals with disabilities build that life of independence. And if you want that support, that training, that accountability, the resources that Divergent has to help build that independent life, I have one ask. Please schedule a call with one of our specialists today. Once you schedule that call, we'll connect you with one of our benefits coordinators who will help you understand what the best options out there might be to help you achieve on those personal and professional goals. Now, we do have limited spaces, but one thing that we are very proud of is to be able to at least have that conversation with anyone who calls. So please do sign up and see if someone like Divergent might be a fit for you and your professional goals. We really can't wait to help you and your family achieve them. Once again, my name is Byron. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Divergent, and I just want to thank you so much for your time today. I really hope that we'll get to speak with you soon.